time on Dual Destinies. Athena here. In case you missed anything, I'm going to fill you in on this case. Apollo is a dumbass.
I'm gonna save to be sure, though.
Apollo is a dumbass.
Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna save my game again.
Apollo is a huge fucking dumbass.
There's a contradiction in the teacup. What am I, a fucking idiot?
Can this dumbass do something right for once? Find out on Ace Attorney Dual Destinies next.
This guy doesn't know when to give up. Mr. Filch, someone even circled the match. It was you, right?
Yikes!
Not only that, you even told me you watched it. You said, and I quote, "It was a complete disaster." So, do you admit to slacking off?
You can't trick me with your Rudy Poo lawyer talk! I'm one of them professional types too! I can do double duty, watch TV and the foyer at the same time!
The only thing Filch can claim to be a professional of is a professional thief.
Mr. Justice, you would have this court believe the witness was slacking off.
That's correct. He claims to have been watching TV and the foyer at the same time. But that's nothing but a bald-faced lie.
Bald, you say, but I'm not the one who's lying. Perhaps you meant the witness, Mr. Justice. And in that case, let's see what evidence you can offer. You claim Mr. Filch is lying about watching TV in the foyer simultaneously. Now prove it.
Doesn't take a genius to figure this one out. I have a diagram that shows where the TV is, and it's not facing the foyer, that's for sure. Take that! Please take a look at the direction the TV is facing in this diagram. Now, unless Mr. Filch has eyes where his right ear should be, I think it would be impossible to watch the foyer entrance and the TV at the same time.
Why, yes, someone watching TV there couldn't possibly see the entrance.
Exactly. And that means, Mr. Filch, you were slacking off and were not watching the foyer as you claim.
Yes! The cat's out of the bag. I mean, other way around.
Order! 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 But Mr. Justice, is Mr. Filch's less than stellar work ethic relevant to this case?
It's very relevant, because while he was slacking off watching TV, there really could have been a Tenma impersonator in the foyer.
Objection!
What the fuck do you want?
Granted, this Tanuki was lax in his duties, but he's still in the foyer entrance covered.
What are you talking about?
This.
I'm not a mind reader.
Auditory sense. His eyes may have been slacking off, but his ears were still hard at work. Right, Tanuki?
They were? Yes! Yes, they were!
But you already admitted to slacking off! Now you say you weren't?
My eyes might be lazy, but my ears ain't. I would have heard someone in the foyer. You see, the foyer floor and stairway get all creaky squeaky when someone walks on them. Creak, creak, creak. Loud enough to wake the dead, I reckon.
So you're saying you didn't hear anybody walk by?
Yep, my ears were working full time. So, who's the liar now, you no-good shyster?
A lying thief calling me a shyster. This has to be the low point of my fledgling career.
Gotta hand it to you, Mr. Blackquill, sir. You really are something else. I mean, you don't miss a thing. And them bags under your eyes, they're much darker than mine.
Fair warning, Mr. Filch. Talker is particularly fond of Tanuki. Should you lie to this court again, you may suddenly find yourself on the menu.
Please don't eat me, Mr. Talker, sir.
The witness will henceforth testify truthfully under penalty of painful bird attacks. And with that in mind, the court requested the witness to revise his testimony accordingly.
It's true. I was watching a pro wrestling match on the office TV. My eyes might have been slacking off, but my ears, they were working overtime. The floor there's all creaky squeaky like. No way I would have missed someone walking by. So you see, there weren't no Tenma in the foyer.
Superstition is the religion of feeble minds. Understand? A simple, rational explanation is best. Forget yokai demons and such. We must use common sense, for lacking that, our entire world will be brought upside down.
Says the convict prosecutor, who is totally a sign of the end times for the legal world.
And besides, if there were any yokai roaming about, I'd nab him and sell him to the zoo.
I wonder whether Jinxie was just seeing things.
That seems to be the general consensus, but I'm sticking to my guns.
But if we can't prove she saw Tenma, the mayor's sure to be convicted.
And we better hope my guns fire bullets, not BBs.
The defense may cross-examine the witness.
You gonna say something, Apollo? Hey, don't think I didn't hear you saving again.
Shh. It's fine. I'm just, thinking, yeah.
Well, alright, genius. Care to tell me what you're thinking?
I'm thinking who would win in a fight between Filch and Tenma.
Really?
Of course not! What do you think I'm thinking about?
Shut up and get to work, bird brain!
Alright, jeez! After leaving the scene, blah blah blah, staff-like implement, etc. Aha!
Figure something out?
Yep, this is fucking useless.
Great work. A+.
Whatever. I think we should look into the crime scene diagram. I mean, that's, where it happened, so...
Grasping at straws much?
I'm glad you have faith in me. Anyway, none of this crap is even remotely related, so I'm pretty sure it's gotta be the diagram. Objection!
Turbo lawyer power!
Ah, fuck.
Good going.
Shut up.
Can't stick my neck out for you the entire time. Don't fuck up, please.
Okay, Teen Genius, if you're so smart, why don't you do something?
Fine, Apollo. Press him.
Wait, didn't I just say you should—
Do it, Apollo.
Right, okay, fine. Hold it! So, you have pretty good ears, Mr. Filch?
As good as they'd come, I'd say. Ain't nothing to hear a creaky floor. Plus, that Tenma makes a sound when he goes by. It's like a jingle jangle.
Jingle jangle? How does he do that?
Is that stuff of his? That's what jingle jangles.
What's he talking about, Apollo?
Beats me, but I guess Tenma has a staff that makes noise.
Come to think of it, didn't Jinxie mention something like that too? She said she saw Tenma holding a staff-like object that made a jingly sound.
I guess that's the source of the noise then.
Well, Mr. Justice, Mr. Filch says Tenma jingle jangles. Would you consider that vital information?
Extremely vital. I request that it be added to his testimony.
If Tenma was to pass by, his staff would have gone jingle jangle.
Isn't it obvious? Jinxie's testimony mentions a jingly staff. It has to be that.
Objection!
Oops.
Oops,
I
indeed!
think I messed up.
You think?
Shut up! Both of you fucked up, and you will be cleaning that toilet for the rest of your goddamn life!
Well, we lose. Nice work, Apollo.
Hey, you got it wrong, not me!
Yeah, but you fucked up everything else.
Okay, I'm getting real tired of your bullshit!
What's on the list today, Nick?
Well, Maya, we're gonna be the queen bees of this courtroom. Objection! You're not buzzing your way out of this one, pal. What's the matter? Does it sting?
Time to gather some evidence.
Good job, Maya.
All in a day's work.
Since when did we let it be to a lawyer's job?
I'd buzz off if I were you, Apollo. This bee deserves more respect.
I'm on to you.
So try getting it right this time, maybe.
Don't worry about it. I googled a walkthrough on my phone while we were loading.
Wait, you did what?
Forget it. Let's just get back to where we left off. Hold it! Okay, look, here. He said his staff, woulda gone jingle jangle.
Good one.
Thank you. But if you look at this scroll, Tenma isn't holding anything. So what made him think Tenma had a staff? Objection! Tenma staff would make a jangly sound, you say. Well, I'm going to say that your story doesn't add up.
Is there something the defense would like to share with the court?
Mr. Filch, you say that you didn't see Tenma on the day of the incident. Why then? Why did you assume just now that Tenma will be holding a staff?
Huh?
You see, the Tenma Jinxie saw held a staff in his hands. And she described its sound just like you did, as a kind of jangly sound.
Yeah, so he was holding his staff. What's your point?
Objection! The point is that Tenma doesn't use a staff. Not normally.
What are you talking about?
You see, this is the only known document depicting Tenma. Is there a staff in that picture, Mr. Filch?
You're right. There's no staff, not even a cane or a walking stick.
Ah!
So the question is, why does the witness think Tenma uses a staff?
I believe the answer will overturn the prosecution's case on the most basic level.
Well now, this is getting interesting.
All right, Mr. Justice, it's time to show the court where you're going with this. Please tell the court why Mr. Filch believes Tenma carries a staff.
It's because Filch is a scatterbrain!
Guess again, Apollo.
It's because Filch saw Tenma. Mr. Filch actually saw Tenma right after the crime occurred! That's the only way he could possibly know about the staff!
Busted again.
Bloody hell, you duplicitous little...
Yes! How'd that feel, Blackquill? Not so fun when you're on the receiving end of the blade, is it? Admit it, you Tanuki bastard! You did see Tenma that day, didn't you? Well?
I'm begging you. Please don't make me say it.
But clearly you did see Tenma. Stop stalling and testify to that fact!
No can do. No way, no how. You ain't got no idea how terrifying he can be.
He? Mr. Filch still won't admit to seeing Tenma even though everyone already knows he did. The question now is why?
Mr. Filch is scared to death.
Is that why he can't admit the truth?
Come to think of it.
They say you must not gaze upon Tenma. But in the event that you do look, and then tell anyone what you saw, Tenma will claim your soul.
Jinxie wouldn't admit to seeing Tenma after hearing about the village superstitions. She said that if she told anyone that she had seen Tenma, he'd claim her soul.
Wait, you think Filch believes that too?
So Mr. Big Time City Slicker Lawyer's heard about him? Them old village superstitions?
Will the defense please explain what the witness is talking about?
The people of Ninetails Vale believe some pretty strange things. And their superstitions may be the reason our witness here can't admit the truth. The truth that he really did see Tenma.
The dark straight, that's why. It's all right here.
Ignoring the superstitions will cost you your soul.
See? That's why us folks in Ninetails Vale can't talk about seeing Tenma.
That clears up one mystery. The killer took advantage of the superstitions by wearing a Tenma costume. They knew that way no one could talk about him, so it was like he never existed. The defense holds that this Tenma impersonator is the true killer!
What?
Objection! Superstitions, you say? What kind of a fool would actually believe such rubbish? In with that using some silly fairy tales so easily expose the culprit. You need to come up with a more rational, common sense explanation than that.
Objection! Your common sense seems awfully narrow-minded to me, Prosecutor Blackquill.
Objection! Try living in my world of narrow cells, mortal danger, and dark, sleepless nights. There is no lack of superstitions in the clink, but few are those who truly believe in them.
Objection! Well, the village superstitions are real enough to the people of Ninetails Vale. A life or death superstition might make even you a believer.
Order, I say!
You fool of a Tanuki. 2 times now your lies have cost me.
Sorry. I promise not to do it again.
Tucker, my fine feathered friend, have at him.
He's gonna eat me alive! And for the hills!
He took off.
Bailiff! What are you waiting for? After him with your fastest men!
That's certainly not something you see every day.
Well, it would seem a new and important fact has come to light. A third party disguised as a yokai Tenma was at the scene. And now we have 2 witnesses who can attest to that fact. Any objections, Prosecutor Blackquill?
Uh-oh.
What?
Huh? Ah!
His shackles! I'm too young to die.
Justice, Dodo. Long has it been since I've been forced to draw my blade. You had best say your prayers.
Detective, do something! Ha ha ha! Have no fear, Fulbright is here! When the going gets tough, the champion of justice gets going!
Objection! Then get going already before he kills us!
Oh, but I stand in awe of Simon Blackquill, for it is his sense of justice that set him free! Oh. Objection! Objection! I object to Detective Fulbright's definition of justice!
Silence! I'm not in the habit of cutting down unarmed cowards.
Oh, well, in that case, Prosecutor Blackquill, can I ask you to,
I think the judge forgot he's in charge here.
So Justice Dono's assertion is this: Tenma Taro's the real killer, not Mayor Tenma. According to him, there was a yokai at the scene of the crime.
Right, and that yokai, or rather whoever was impersonating him, killed Alderman Cuby.
Silence! Care to explain why Jinxie, being the first to discover the murder, did not see your alleged killer yokai there in the Fox chamber?
What? He's right. She said nothing about Tenma Taro being in the Fox chamber.
Let me enlighten you. That little scamp heard a dying scream right before she opened the chamber door.
And your point is?
Upon opening the door, she found a freshly skewed murder victim, the alderman, and the homicidal maniac who had killed him, the mayor.
No, there must have been someone dressed up like Tenma. Ah!
Then why does the little scamp claim not to have seen a yokai in the Fox chamber?
Considering her father is accused of murder, surely she would have mentioned any third party that might have been in the room.
I don't understand. Why didn't she see Tenma Taro inside the Fox chamber?
There is but one way to find out. Ask Jinxie Tenma whether she saw your killer yokai at the scene of the crime.
Uh-oh.
The final battle draws nigh. Only one of us will leave here alive. Long as my blade thirsted for blood, at long last it shall be sated.
Wait, this is still a trial, right?
Show me what you're truly capable of, Justice Dono.
Very well then. Both parties no doubt need some time to regroup. So the court will take a 10-minute recess in order to...
3 minutes.
I'm sorry, but, 3-minute recess?
Just so. Plenty of time if your destination of intent is the loo.
The loo? You mean the bathroom?
Sheesh, at least include enough time for us to wash our hands.
See that you take no more than 3 minutes. All latecomers will be punished.
Yes, sir. I hereby declare a 3-minute recess before the battle begins.
I declare Prosecutor Blackquill the winner of this round of Simon Says.
Doesn't bode well for us if the prosecutor's running the show, does it?
He busted out of his shackles.
Yeah, what was that all about? Guess they don't make shackles like they used to.
Better be careful, Apollo. You really brought out the weeaboo in him. Especially after you proved there was a Tenma impersonator at the manor.
What's with that guy and the whole weeaboo act anyway?
Such fine swordsmanship. That is no mere act. Mr. Justice, it's high time I challenge this jailhouse prosecutor to a duel.
No, wait, let's save the dueling until after we prove your innocence.
I suppose it could wait till later.
Does anyone remember we're conducting a trial here? Athena, I'm gonna go wash up.
Remember what Blackquill said, Apollo. Don't be late.
Can I join you, Mr. Justice? I gotta piss so bad.
Now then, I believe our next witness is Miss Jinxie Tenma, a maid at Hubie Manor. I believe we can proceed now, if the witness is ready, that is.
Narrated! Leader of the 100 demons! He really does exist!
Wow, that is one well-polished tray.
The witness will show her face while in court, or her testimony would be inadmissible. What is it, my child?
Begone, Nararayan, leader of the 100 demons!
You think I'm a yokai? Well, I was once known as a judicial monster of sorts. The beast of the bard, a demon of due process, if you will, the beard!
My charm has no effect.
The demon of due process? Not sure I can see that one.
Now, you little scamp.
Yes?
I trust you know why you're here.
Bags.
Bags? Oh, that tricksy Tanuki. Try the noodle stand and go enjoy a big bowl of Tanuki tail noodles while you're at it.
Everyone's a comedian.
Except you, Apollo.
No, I meant your bags. The ones under your eyes. You must have trouble sleeping. Here. This charm will keep Azuki-Arai away.
Azuki-Arai? The yokai that washes Azuki beans? The only thing needing washing will be your father's neck before I take his head clean off.
Azuki-Arai often keeps people up at night with the noise he makes washing beans. If you stick this charm in your forehead, you won't hear him anymore.
Is that so? Well, thank you.
Looks like Prosecutor Blackquill got more than he bargained for.
They're bad enough alone, but together those two are just plain creepy. Gah.
Your testimony, if you please, Miss Tenma. Specifically whether or not you saw Tenma Taro when you discovered the crime scene.
Did I see Tenma Taro in the Fox Chamber? Well, when I opened the door, I saw... Yes! Now I remember! Yokai! Yokai! Right there in that room!
So there was a yokai at the scene of the crime!
Lots. And lots of them.
Let's start project.